Deviation produced by a small angled prism means that angle of incidence and angle of refraction can be equal, means at the minimum deviation position. Earlier we have discussed that refractive in the diffractive index of a prism. Then for that minimum deviation by a small angled prism means a small angled prism which is having that whenever it is light is incident on the one refractive surface, then from Snell's law we have the equation for that is mu is equal to sin I by sin R, means the refractive index of the material which is equal to sin of the angle of incidence by sin of the angle of refraction. From that we have the two refractive surfaces, so that's why we are writing that is both are refractive surfaces are having the same refractive index. So that's why in case of whenever it is having that here the angle of incidence, whenever this refractive index and this one refractive index is same, that is mu, whenever it is having that, then here we are writing that for small angles the angle of incidence sin I which is also equal to similar to I, and angle of refraction sin R is which is also similarly equal to R. If in case of that small angle values, then if we substitute in this mu is equal to for first surface, then I by the refraction is R1, and if in case of this one is also having that mu, then this one is also having mu. This is incident angle, this is emerged means refracted angle. Then according to this in the second surface, that is mu is equal to the emerged ray is this is I and this is E. So that's why E by the angle of refraction means the angle of refraction is R2, this one is R1, so that is R2. From that case E is equal to mu into R2, and this one is I is equal to mu into R1. Consider it's a equation A and it's a equation number B. So from the relation we have that from the deviation formula, from the angle of deviation, from angle of deviation delta is equal to R1 plus I plus E minus A. From the angle of deviation delta is equal to I plus E minus A. If we substitute this A and B, substituting A and B in a above equation. From the angle of deviation we know that there is equation number 3 in that case, from equation number 3. So A and B in above equation we are substituting this delta is equal to, means delta is equal to that is having that minimum deviation means delta M. Minimum deviation delta M is equal to I is equal to mu R1. Then here E is equal to mu R2 minus A. From that relation we know that delta is equal to, when get common, that is mu is taken outside, then mu R1 plus R2 minus A. Then from the relation second equation, we know that but we know R1 plus R2 is equal to A. So we are substituting that one, delta is equal to mu into A minus A. So delta is equal to, if we taking common A as a mu minus 1, if we multiply A into inside, then A into mu A into 1 A. So that's why we can get, this is the equation for a deviation for small angled prism. Once again, when the light ray is incident on this, then according to the Snell's law, mu is equal to the sine of the angle of incidence, the ratio of the sine of the angle of incidence by the sine of the angle of refraction. From that case we have two refracting surfaces in the prism, one is the incident surface and another one is the emergent surface is there when the light is emerged, that one. So the both are having the different, because of here the both are having that inclined, so that here for small angled prism, for small angles the sine incident angle which is equal to I and a refracted angle which is equal to R. From that relation we have, if we substitute this in the equation for the first surface, then the angle of incidence I, and then angle of refraction is R1. So that's why mu is equal to I by R1. Then here mu is equal to E by R2. E is the emergent angle, then R2 be the refracting angle. Then from that relation I is equal to mu R1, when we multiplied, then E is equal to mu into R2. Consider it's a A and it's a B. From A equation, B equation, we have the equation from the refractive index of the material of a prism. Then the angle of deviation is delta is equal to I plus E minus A. That is the relation of angle of deviation. Then if we substitute this A and B equations in the angle of deviation equation, then we can get delta is equal to I is equal to mu R1. So mu R1. Then E is equal to mu R2. So E is equal to mu R2 minus A. We have the common thing in this both terms, so that's why mu is taken as common. So mu of R1 plus R2 minus A, delta is equal to mu of R1 plus R2 minus A. From that, but we know that R1 plus R2 is equal to A, delta is equal to mu A minus A, delta is equal to A of mu minus 1. This is the equation for deviation of a small angled prism. So there is a small problem on the minimum deviation. We will discuss a problem on the minimum deviation. Then here is that a small angled prism of 4 degrees deviates a ray. A small angled prism of 4 degrees deviates a ray through 2.48 degrees. Find the refractive index of the prism. Then first of all, given that here the angle of prism is 4 degrees. Angle of a prism, that is A, is equal to 4 degrees. Then it deviates a ray through 2.48 degrees, means angle of deviation, that is delta, is equal to angle of deviation. Angle of deviation, that is delta, is equal to 2.48 degrees. Then he asked for find the refractive index. Refractive index mu is equal to how much? Refractive index mu is equal to how much? Then we have the formula of deviation. Minimum deviation, that is a small angled prism. So that's why for a small angled prism, deviation for small angled prism, that is delta is equal to mu minus 1 into A, be the formula of small angled prism, deviation formula. From that relation, if we modify this formula, then we can get A taken to this side and it will becomes a denominator. So that's why delta by A is equal to mu minus 1, then minus 1 taken to this side, then we can get mu is equal to, then whenever it is get negative sign becomes a positive, means plus 1. From that, so if we substitute the values in the equation, then we can get mu is equal to, delta is equal to 2.48 degrees, 2.48 by angle of prism, that is A, is equal to 4 degrees plus 1. If we do the LCM, then 2.48 plus 4 by 4, that means 6.48 by 4. So from that relation we can get that whenever 1.62, refractive index of prism will be 1.62. By the calculation we can get that 1.62 be the value of our refractive index. Once again, the small angled prism of 4 degrees deviates a ray through 2.48 degrees, means whenever we take the small angled prism, this angle of prism, angle A, is equal to 4 degrees. Then whenever it deviates, the angle of deviation delta is equal to 2.48, and he asked for what is the value of the prism, means the prism's refractive index of the prism, mu value of the prism, that is the angle of prism A is equal to 4 degrees. Then angle of deviation delta is equal to 2.48 degrees. Then I asked for that the mu value means refractive index of a prism. For small angle prism we have the equation for delta, that is delta is equal to mu minus 1 into A. That is if we modify this formula, whenever the A taken to this side, delta by A is equal to mu minus 1, and also minus 1 is also taken this side, then we can get that mu is equal to delta by A plus 1. If we substitute these values, the given data in the equation, then mu is equal to 2.48 by 4. Delta is equal to 2.48, A is equal to 4. Then doing the LCM, then we can get that is 2.48 plus 4 by 4. Then from that 6.48 by 4. So by the calculation they said when we can get mu is equal to 1.62 be the refractive index of the prism. This is the value for, this is the model example formula, example for the small angled prism. This is the problem for small angled prism. So dispersion by a prism means, here the dispersion means whenever a narrow beam of white light, sunlight, usually called white light, a narrow beam of sunlight, some of the sunlight is incident on that, the glass prism, or when a narrow beam of light like a sunlight is called white light is incident on the glass prism, and the prism white light is scattered means dispersed into the, moves into different different components of its colors, means that when a white light contains the different components of rays, so that components of rays will be split into the 7 colors like VIBGR means VIBGR means violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Here the phenomenon of splitting of light into its component colors, splitting of light into its component of colors is called dispersion. Means whenever the light is incident on the one surface of the prism, and when the light moves into this, when the white light is incident on this, then it's divided into the different components of its colors, that is called as a dispersion. And when the band of colors from the red to the violet, from the band of colors from red to the violet that emerges from the prism, is called a spectrum, In this VIBGR, the red color having more wavelength, so that's why that is a lesser refracted. The lesser, more wavelength, which is approximately 400 nanometer. So that's why that red light is least refracted. So and in this case the violet color is more refracted because of it is having less wavelength. So here is that the red color is less refracted, due to that it is having that more wavelength. So that's why in the traffic signals also red light can be used, because of that can be seen very large distances, because of it is having more wavelength. Due to that more wavelength in traffic signals, the red light can be used for the stop signal. So here, due to that more wavelength of that, then in Einstein did a experiment on a dispersion. Whenever the white light is incident on this, means when the white light is incident on the prism and it is split into its component colors, and he took another prism which is placed in front of that light in inverted position. It is in inverted position, and it is also incident on that same like this, and that component colors emerges like a white ray. It is emerged like a white ray, means when the light is incident on this, it is split into its components of colors, because of due to the dispersion will occurs, because due to that the refractive index of the medium the refractive index of the medium is for different wavelengths of colors is different. Means which is having the different colors is there. For the different wavelengths of colors, the different refractive index of the is there. So that's why here the dispersion will occurs due to that for the refractive index of the medium is different for the different wavelengths of colors is different. So that's why when the white light is incident on the prism, that is split into the its components colors, that is called as a dispersion. Means the phenomenon of splitting of light into its components, constituent colors is called dispersion. And when the band of colors, means the band of colors from red to the violet that emerges from the prism is called as a spectrum. And red color is least refracted due to that more wavelength, and violet color is more refracted due to that less wavelength. This is about dispersion. And one more thing is, when the dispersion can occur place due to the sunlight, when the sunlight is coming from the sun to the earth, some of the vacuum place is there. Due to that vacuum place, all the colors can move with the same speed. All the colors can move with the same speed. So that's why that colors can't disperse from the white light, and it will disperse whenever that white light moves into the glass place or glass material, then only the dispersion occurs due to that refractive index of the medium from different wavelengths colors is different. So that's why here the sunlight considered as white light whenever it is incident on the prism, that can be dispersed into the means that can be split into the 7 colors is VIBGYOR. So here some of colors and their wavelengths. Here we now discussed about that the red is having more wavelength than other colors, because so that's why that red color is used in traffic signals. And as well as here the violet having the less wavelength, that is 396.9, and blue color is having 486.1, and yellow is 582.3, and red color is having more wavelength 656 than 3. So that's why according to the Newton, when he did the experiment with the prisms, placed another prism inverted position, he got that when the white light, means sunlight, is incident on the glass prism, it splits into its constituent colors, that is VIBGYOR, and another inverted prism is placed in front of that inverted first prism, then the 7 colors are the constant component colors are incident on the second prism, and the total second inverted prism is recombined the total colors and splits emerges the white light. So that means here when the sunlight is coming from coming to the earth, there is due to that vacuum place, we already discussed about that all colors will move with the same speed. So that's why here due to that sunlight, some of the natural wonders also there. When sunlight is happening, means whenever sunlight is falling on that, then some of the natural means here after rain, whenever sunlight comes, the rainbow will form on the sky, we can see that. So and also the color of sky will be blue, and as well as whenever the sunlight is at the time of sunrise and at the time of sunset, also we can see that the sun can be visible as a red color. Sun is more visible like red color at the sunrise and sunset. And as well as whenever the brilliance of pearls like that, and the wings of the birds, pearls, some of the stones, and like that shells, these are all some natural wonders whenever the sunlight is falling on that. And also we can see that when the light is incident on some of the glass, then it's constant, it divides into its constant colors. Like that, sunlight is considered as a white light when it is traveling from the sun to the earth due to the vacuum place. In that vacuum place, there is no any change of atmosphere. In that vacuum place also there is no any different wavelengths of matter, so that's why that is total speed of the all colors will be remains same. Dispersion takes place when the refractive index of the medium is for the different wavelengths colors is different, so that's why dispersion can be takes place due to that one. So here is that some of the natural phenomena we will discuss in the next videos, that is rainbow and red hoy on sunrise and sun. Why the sun appears red? Why sun appears red? And in the time of sunrise and sunset, and also how the rainbow will form and how many types of the rainbows will form, why that birds wings will be visible brilliant colors and of perils we can discuss about.